welcome to another Genshin Impact video. Today I'm finally gonna roll for the Mistsplitter, Ayaka's signature weapon. I've said it so many times, some of you are probably tired of hearing it over the past few months. I say it constantly that as soon as Mistsplitter gets another banner, I'm gonna try to get it for my Ayaka here on my free-to-play account where I am an Ayaka main. And yeah, today is finally the day, because of course, we have the Chronicled Wish here, where we have a bunch of Inazuma characters and Inazuma weapons, including the Mistsplitter Reforged, which is such a cool looking weapon, and yeah, I can't wait to put it on my Ayaka and see how much damage she does with it. But yeah, like I said, this is my free-to-play account, so the Primogems and Fates I have here are all I get, and I guess also the ones from Starglitter. No buying Primogems, so I have to try to get it with, what I have here. Which I think should actually be enough. I mean, it's definitely enough for one pity, but if I lose the 50-50, then I think I can actually get decently high up into a second pity, if you include the Starglitter, that is. And, any Starglitter that I get today might actually be enough, I don't know, to push me to a second pity if I lose the 50-50, and don't get an early 5-star. So I think we should be fine, and even if not, there are 20 days of this banner, more than enough time to farm the last few Primogems I'm gonna need. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm getting this weapon, either today or in one of the next few days or weeks. So let's confirm the selection here. There we go. And yeah, talking about lost 50-50s, if it happens, I would like one of these other three swords here. Because I have Kazuo, of course, in this account, so Freedom Sword would be pretty nice. That's his signature weapon. And these other two here, Ayato's weapon and Chiori's weapon, they are just pretty good crit stat sticks that I could probably use on my Pyro Traveler, because she currently just has the Sword of Narcissenkreuz. And I guess the other weapons here, I mean, they are all decent in some way. I guess Redhorn would be nice. I could use that on Garming, but he already has a 5-star weapon, the Wolf's Gravestone, so I don't know. Maybe I'm finally gonna build D-Look if I get Redhorn. Who knows? But yeah, there are a few decent options, so even if I lose the 50-50, it's not gonna be the end of the world, but of course I hope that I don't lose it, because then I also can save some Primogems for future banners. And yeah, my pity, of course, is 0 here. I've never wrote... Actually, it's not... Right, Shenne was on the Chronicled Wish, I forgot about that. For some reason I thought it was a normal banner. I was about to say I never wrote on a Chronicled Wish on this banner, but yeah, no. Shenne, right, okay. So I'm not at 0 pity, I'm at 2 pity. Well, doesn't make much of a difference. Okay, then, let's go. Actually, no, wait. There's one more thing I want to address, because I know if I don't, I'm gonna get some comments about this, about why I didn't roll for Escoffier if I want my Ayaka to be as good as she can be. Because, of course, Ayaka's best teams now use Escoffier. And yeah, there are a few simple reasons for that. And the main reason is, let me back out of here real quick. Look at my team on the right here. I mean, I'm just gonna open it in the team window here. This is my usual Ayaka team, a mono cryo team with Chilonen, Kazuha, Shenhe, who just buff Ayaka and make her do a lot of damage. And if I wanted to build a Escoffier team, then I would of course have to go for full freeze. So only cryo and hydro characters in the team, so I would have to kick both Chilonen and Kazuha. And yeah, Escoffier alone can't really make up for both of them. And usually that's not much of a problem, because you just play with Furina. And Furina and Escoffier together are definitely enough to make up for the loss of Chilonen and Kazuha, or just any swirler in general here. Sometimes I use Lynette. And then I think Yelan is also an option instead of Furina. So yeah, Furina is not the only one you could use. But the thing is, I don't have Furina on this account, I don't have Yelan on this account, and I don't plan on rolling for either of them, because... as some of you might already know, because I mention it in almost every video on my free-to-play account, is that here on this account I want to use different characters than on my main account, which is pretty evident actually in this team, because besides Shenhe, everyone here is a character I don't even own on my main account. Furina and Yelan, on the other hand, are two of my most used characters on the main account, so yeah, I kinda don't really wanna roll for them on the alt account. But without them, my best Hydro option for a Escoffier team would be Jingzhou, who of course isn't bad, but he doesn't really buff Ayaka in any way, so overall the team would just be worse than what I currently have. So that's my main reason for not rolling for Escoffier, and instead just focusing on making my Ayaka even better by giving her her signature weapon. Just wanted to make that clear in case some of you were wondering. And also, another reason, Escoffier is gonna come back in a few months, because she's a new character. So if I decide that I want her after all, I'm gonna get another chance pretty soon. But Mistsplitter, on the other hand, or Ayaka herself, I don't know when they're ever gonna come back. They might just be exclusive to the Chronicled Wish now, and we have no idea when the next Inazuma Chronicled Wish is gonna be. So yeah, that's another reason why I prioritized Mistsplitter over Escoffier. And also just I didn't want to build up another character from scratch, because I recently have built a bunch of characters on this account and I'm constantly low on resources, and leveling up a weapon just takes a lot less resources than building a character. With that all being said, now it's finally time to start these rolls. Let's go for 12 pity. First tempo. It's a 4-star, as expected, of course. Early 5-stars are so rare. I don't really expect to get anything before pity here. But yeah, let's see what 4-star we get. I think most Inazuma 4-stars are not C6 yet on this account. So... oh yeah, right, there are also weapons in here. I almost forgot. Sacrificial bow, actually not a bad weapon. I'm pretty sure this is not R5 yet, so I'll take it. I think there are also some limited 4-star weapons, the Inazuma ones, that buff the burst of the wielder, depending on the max burst cost of all the team members, I think. What were they called again? I know the spear is Wavebreaker's fin. I don't remember what the bow was called, and I think there's also a claymore. I think the claymore was Akuomaru. Anyway, let's go for the second tempo now, for 22 pity, still a 4-star. Is it a character this time? Let's see. No, another weapon, the flute. Okay, this is kind of useless. Not gonna lie. But we also get Goro, okay. Yeah, he's not built yet on this account, and I also don't really have anyone that he could support if I build him. So, I don't know. I guess it's still nice to have. I'm not really looking for any specific 4-star here, so I'm just gonna get all the constellations I can get, to be honest. And all the star glitter I can get, because if I lose the 50-50, I might need it. Anyway, that was the second tempo, so now on to the third tempo for 32 pity now. And still no 5-star. We're leaving very early territory now and are going into early territory for the 5-star. Another weapon. Okay, Favonius Codex. I'm actually using that on Xianyun right now. And it's not R5, if I remember correctly. So that's actually not bad. So next up, 42 pity. We are now having to use our first few Primogems. And still purple. Character again now? Maybe? Or just another weapon. Okay, another sacrificial weapon here. I think this is actually one of the few that is already R5. Or maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. I don't think I'm using it on anyone. So, doesn't really matter. But maybe if I build Sucrose in the future someday. Low chance of that though, because Sucrose is also a character that I use a lot on my main account. And like I already said, I try to avoid building the same characters. I mean, sometimes I can't really avoid it. Like, for example, I build Fischl on both of my accounts, and Shenhe, and Beidou. But yeah, what was that? 42, right? If I didn't miscount. I think it was 42. Yeah, so now 52, and still no 5-star. Sayu, okay. That's my first Sayu, actually. Interesting. Yeah, okay, yeah, I guess I didn't have her on this account. Sometimes it gets confusing when you have several accounts, to remember which characters you actually have or don't have and which ones are C6. But yeah, now I got Sayu here. Next up, 62 pity. Almost at soft pity now. Still purple, yeah. I'm pretty sure we are gonna have to go to pity. But that's fine, as long as we win the 50-50. Okay, Dragon's Bane, don't really need that. Haven't seen any of the limited weapons yet. Lion's Roar, yeah, just some permanent weapons that I could get on any banner. Would prefer some of the limited ones, of course, but oh well, it is what it is. Now 72, this is the last tempo before soft pity. Come on, can we get early? Nope. Okay. I mean, that's to be expected. It's fine. Like I already said, early 5-stars are so rare, you really shouldn't expect one. Ever. If it happens, awesome. Nice, another Goro. But if not, that's just, that's what you should expect. But yeah, now we are going into soft pity territory with this next temple. Very high likelihood to see a 5-star here. Yep, there we go. Gold. This is pull number 73, 74, 75, 76. Another Sayu. Okay. 77, 78, 79, and it is Mistsplitter. Yes! I won the 50-50 at 79 pity. Okay. Awesome. That's exactly what I wanted to see. And now the question is, do I save the rest? Or do I try to get an Ayaka constellation? Or I could maybe try to get Kinich. I don't have him on either of my accounts. And I don't have any Dendro DPSs yet on my alt account here. I think it could be kind of fun to roll for Kinich. How much pity do I have here? Actually, not that much. It's only 7. Right, because I got Xiangyun last time. Or I just save it for future characters. Because like I already said with Escoffier, I don't really want to build another character from scratch right now. I just rather invest in the characters I already have. So I think I'm not gonna do that. And I think it's also not the smartest thing to waste the rest of my pulls on the Chronicled Wish. I mean, it is pity for the next Chronicled, but I'm not sure if there even is a Sumeru character I want, because the next Chronicled Wish is gonna be a Sumeru Chronicled Wish, of course. I mean, I already have Nahida. I'm definitely not gonna roll for Nilou, because she's already C6 on my main account. Alhaitham could be fun. You know what, I don't think there are any banners coming up in the near future that I really want to roll on this account. So yeah, let's just throw the last few Primogems I have on Ayaka here. And I'm probably not going to get anything, because I'm not going to dip into my Star Glitter here, just use the rest of my Primogems. So there's probably not going to be another 5-star, but I just want to see if maybe I can snipe an Ayaka, if I get a little bit lucky here. And if not, then that's pity for the next Chronicled Wish, where I can maybe get Alhaitham. So yeah, let's do this. Okay, first up we have a 4-star. Of course. It's Rust. Okay, another non-limited weapon. And a Favonius bow. Okay, I'll actually take that. I will never complain about Favonius weapons unless I already have like 3 R5s of them. Which I'm pretty sure I don't. Pull number 2. Still purple. But oh, Kirara. Nice. Okay, I'll take it. And Shinobu. Awesome. Not sure if I'm ever gonna build Kirara or Shinobu on this account, but it's nice to get constellations anyway. In case I do. But yeah, last tempo. Let's see, still purple. Sarah. Okay. And the Dragon's Bane as a bonus at the end. And now we don't have a full temple anymore. But if I just get 2 pulls. I said I wouldn't use my Star Glitter, but just 2 just to fill up the tempo here. So that we can do 1 more. And that's it. Even if I don't get gold here. It is gold! Oh my god! Oh my god, it was so worth it. It was so worth using that 10 Star Glitter. Oh my god, Ayaka, please. Ayaka, please. Please. Give me C1 Ayaka. Oh, Kokomi. Damn it. Lost the 50-50. And now it feels really bad because that fate point is gonna get wasted. Bonus Kirara. Yeah, that was a risk. And now I have 0 pity, basically. Yeah. Should have thought about that. Mistakes were made. I was so focused on Ayaka that I didn't even think about all these Primogems being a total waste if I lose the 50-50. And, it would have been fine if it was like, Kazuha. Because then I would have had his C1. Or Ito. Because I don't have him on my main account. So it would be kind of fun to build him here on the alt account. Or, Ayato. Same case as Ito. Don't have him on the main account. But Kokomi is actually a character I use a lot on my main account. So I don't really wanna build her here. Damn it. Maybe I'll just have to invest into this banner more over the next 20 days to try to make use of this fate point. Who knows? I think Ayaka's C1 isn't even that good. Oh well. Just tell me in the comments how stupid you think I am on a scale of 1 to 10 for wasting my Primogems. Yeah. Well, it's fine. At least I got Mistsplitter now. That is the important thing here. Finally got her signature weapon. It actually looks kinda good on her. I actually think it looks worse than the Amenoma Kaguichi. To be honest, I think that fits her better. But Mistsplitter actually also looks decent on her. I mean, there are definitely weapons that fit the characters less than Mistsplitter fits Ayaka, I would say. And it's just overall a really cool looking weapon. And yeah, I'm probably gonna make a video where I level it up and test my Ayaka's damage with this new 5-star weapon now. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, for now I hope you just enjoyed this one. And if you did, then please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, have a nice day.